It's been 2 years since I went out for my first walk. Let's take a quick flashback to where I was when I started this. Good morning, everybody. It is September the 1st. I know the video quality is probably a little off because I'm outside, but it's 1% September. So remember I said we're just going to try and do 1% more each day. Yep, folks, that was me just a little over 2 short years ago. Now you can see things have changed quite a bit. And you will notice that the channel name changed just a little bit. I decided to keep Semiretiredbob for now and went with Off-Grid Carnivore. We'll see what happens going forward. But for now, I want you to come along on my journey as I get prepared to move off-grid in the West Texas desert. I'm not going to forget about my carnivore friends, because all of this was made possible by Carnivore. 2 years ago, I couldn't have done that. And as you'll see later in this video, I had yet another branch come down that I had to cut up and get out of my yard before I could cut the grass. But if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I'm trying to figure out what it is you're going to be watching here. As I get prepped to go to Texas, I'm going to try and show you a lot of that. But I'm also going to keep giving out carnivore content and advice as well. So if you have any questions, drop down in the comments and ask your questions. If you're returning the channel, welcome back. It means a lot to me that you spend just a little bit of your day with me each day. I'd like to ask y'all to help me out. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Drop down in the comments and say, "Hi, Bob." And if you haven't subscribed yet, why don't you consider subscribing? All those things are absolutely free, and it helps me get the word out that it's never too late to change your life. I'm 61 years old, and I'm doing things that I couldn't do when I was 40. I never even would have dreamed of moving off-grid in West Texas 2 years ago. And now I'm going to go do it because I think I'm healthy enough to do it. I'm going to build my own home out of a shipping container. I'm going to do lots of stuff. But come along for the ride as we prep for that. I'm not forgetting all the other stuff as well. I've arrived at that big hill, and I still want to try and sprint up this thing just before I leave for Texas. But for now, I'm going to push myself and walk up this hill as fast as I can. Remember, as you try to add new things, you want to be careful with it. You don't want to push too far too fast, because if you get injured, then all of your progress, it may not be lost, but you'll certainly set yourself back quite a ways by pushing too hard too fast. For those of you that have been following the channel, you know this is just about, I think this is just my 4th time of fast walking up this hill. So I have quite a few more speed increases to get in before I try to actually jog up this hill and then run up this hill and then sprint up this hill. We'll see how it goes. The one thing about sprinting, you don't have to sprint all the way up this hill. Once you get up to where you can safely sprint, do just as far as you can go. And that counts as a sprint. Maybe I only sprint for about one house to start with. But slowly build up, and you will see improvements. But yeah, I'm just proving to myself that I can still do this even after the weekend I've had. It was perfect weather for a Labor Day weekend. I wanted to get this video out on Sunday and again on Monday, but it just didn't happen. I was so busy at the miniature golf course. And now, just like that, that's over for the year, except for Saturdays. I'll still work Saturday evening. And now I'll turn around and show you that I've arrived at the stop sign. But yes, so many things have changed in the 2 years I've been walking. That first video that you saw a clip of earlier, I went down to the corner and back. I'll show you. I'll say something when we get back down to that corner so you can see in this video just how short of a walk that was. And I slowly built up and slowly built up. And now my life is so different. Even last year, during the summer, when I worked a little at the miniature golf course, I still wasn't all the way back yet. This year, I handled working 3 and 4 shifts a week when needed. Got my grass cut. And as you guys have seen in several videos, I've taken care of some storm damage that I never would have been able to take care of before. And like I said, I wouldn't have dreamed of moving off-grid in Texas 2 years ago. I started to get that dream last year because I bought my property in May of last year. And I had originally thought I was going to go down and start last winter, but I didn't have enough money to go do it. I was buying all the tools I thought I would need, plus all the other stuff that I would need, and realized that I wouldn't have had the money to really do anything. And with my truck pulling my little trailer, I would have spent $1,000 in gasoline to get down and back. And I hate to spend $1,000 just to sit down there on the property and look at it, not being able to get anything done because I don't have any money to get anything done. I probably could have used a shovel and started some of the earthwork projects I have in mind, but I'm really hoping to avoid that by finding somebody local to come in with a piece of heavy equipment and do that for me. But we'll see how it goes. That's still probably about 6 weeks away. We'll just have to see how it goes, how quickly it gets cold here, how much Dave needs me at the miniature golf course down through the fall, that kind of stuff. And if I actually manage to get my trailer set up and ready to go. I still have a little bit of sealing, crack sealing that I want to do, because when you go to North Carolina, like I did a couple winters ago, it doesn't matter if there's some cracks in the floor of the trailer big enough to let a few bugs get in. But when you're moving to the land of scorpions and rattlesnakes, it's a pretty big deal to make sure stuff can't get inside the trailer. So that's what I'm going to start with here. Hopefully get some of that done this week. We'll see what happens. I still have a lot of work to get done in the yard. Oh, this is where I walked to in that first video. Not exactly, because I'm out in the street to avoid Dwayne's big brush pile here. But as you can see, we're coming up on my yard now. And we didn't go very far. So what I think I'm going to do for the new format is, rather than insert the work that I get done, whether it be on the trailer or the truck or the yard or when I get down there, whatever I'm working on, rather than insert that with me talking over top of it, a lot of people seem to like the music. So I'm going to continue to do my walks, continue to talk to you while I do my walks, and then throw some work in at the end. As you can see, well, you're about to see, I had another big branch come down. I got that out of the tree. I still got a lot of dead branches up there. I hope the tree service can get out here pretty soon. I'm decided I'm going to go ahead and just take these two big trees out, because there's a lot of big dead branches up there that if they come down, they could really do a lot of damage. So I'll just take the trees out, have the stumps ground down, put some dirt over top of them, and start all over with a couple of trees from the nursery. We'll see what happens. But hopefully some of what I said today made sense and you sort of know where the channel is going to go. But I'm kind of making this up as we go. So let me know what you think. Let's go ahead and cue the music. Well, I hope you enjoyed that music section. That's what I've got for you today, folks. Don't forget, get out there, be 1% better. Today, tomorrow, every day. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you in the next one.